I love the Nintendo Switch. It's one of my favorite gaming handhelds of the last, I don't know, 3 decades, right? This has been out for roughly 7 going on 8 years, and I've put so much time into it. I've actually gone through multiple different Nintendo Switches. I've got the original, I went through the V2, went to the OLED, I've got the Switch Lite, but I keep coming back to the Switch because its catalog of games and it's just, from first party Nintendo and on is always amazing. So, and I love playing handheld, but one thing that I really dislike when it comes to playing handheld is the Joy-Cons after some time that they can get stick drift, right? And I've gone through so many different Joy-Cons to the point where I'm like, man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having to constantly buy different Joy-Cons because, my special edition ones like this will get stick drift. Maybe I'm playing too hard. It could be me. So when I was looking into different ones that like alternative controllers, I got reached out to by Nyxi. They said, hey, we got the new Nyxi Hyperion. We want to send it over to you, if you do a review and, just give us your thoughts on it. And hey, here it is. This is it right here, the Nyxi Hyperion. So in this review, I'm going to be talking about this and why I think you should strongly consider picking one of these up to, effectively replace your Joy-Con, because not only is it more ergonomic, it's got some really nice features that I think you're going to want to hear about. So let's go ahead and talk about it. If you want to pick one of these up, I have links to it in the description down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to Nyxi Hyperion is like it has a variety of different colors. This one right here is reflective and indicative of the Nintendo GameCube. And I absolutely love it for that because I love the color layout. They also have a GameCube style controller as well. If you, personally want that and you want to use that for like Smash or something like that, which is excellent for that. And I've done a video on that. But this right here, I like it. And you're probably wondering, like, does this detach or is it, what type of controller is it? Now you can use this like a standard controller, which is what I pretty much do for the most part, but you can also just, like a standard Joy-Con, you can pull it off and you're left with two individual pieces. And then if you want to put it on your Nintendo Switch, you can easily do so. And, you've got pretty much a big Nintendo Switch. And if you're curious as to what that looks like, I'll show you right here. And essentially, just like that, and you just got a much bigger Switch. The ergonomics of this is just really comfortable because I've always found that when I'm using my Nintendo Switch, after some time, I start getting hand cramps. And, I guess it's just because I'm getting older. Like I use different things like grip cases like this right here to kind of alleviate that because as you guys know with the, Joy-Cons, you don't really have a way to comfortably gripped it. But with this, I've got palm rest, I've got back finger rest and everything like that. And so it just feels really good in the hand. And I never feel like, I'm going to have hand cramps. I can do extended gaming sessions with it. So you get the standard things, you got your face buttons, home screen, the screen record function, screenshot, but there are a couple other things that this has. So as you guys see on the back, it's got two back paddles that you can program to be any other button or functionality. And not only are you able to program the back paddles, which I find very helpful when I'm playing shooters or if I'm playing platformers and the like, what I also like is the fact you have a turbo functionality. You can turn on turbo. So if you're playing like an old school run and gun shooter or any type of shmup, you can basically set any of the face buttons to be able to go in turbo mode. Or if you're like me, you do the back programmable button and then you also set that to turbo mode. And then you're able to like just keep your thumbs free while you're using back paddles. So there's that. But we can talk about that type of stuff. That's really not why you're here because you're pretty much going to be like, okay, what, aside from turbo functionality and back paddles, what really sets this apart from other things on the market, such as the Hori controller? And well, this is where I'm going to dive into it. This has something that not other controllers, not even other Joy-Cons and a lot of other third-party controllers don't have. And this has Hall effect sensor sticks. So basically what that means, if you're not familiar with Hall effects technology, that means that you're never going to get stick drift. And it's due to their design, no matter how much you use the analog sticks, they're never going to get stick drift. They're never going to wear out, which is what is a boon. I absolutely love it for that. So whether I'm playing Mario Kart or I'm playing Doom, playing Wolfenstein, I'm playing Borderlands or Bulletstorm or really anything, I can make sure, especially Fortnite, if you get those long Fortnite sessions in or Overwatch sessions, I never have to feel like I'm ever going to wear these sticks out and I'm going to have to replace them in any way, shape, or form as much as I am with Joy-Cons. So this right here is a buy one and you're set for life type of deal. That's why I absolutely love this. And I love how it gives me that console quality feel when I'm playing because of the ergonomics of it. Now, I will say there is one downside that comes with this controller, and it's the one thing that I think is just a problem Nyxi has in general with all of their controllers, and it's a very lackluster D-pad. This is a 4-point D-pad and doesn't have the most responsiveness to it, so it's very clicky, kind of like a micro switch, and it really doesn't have much give. I mean, you got to push in to go right, up, left, or down, and it makes it not great for fighting games, and it's marginally okay for platformers. I mean, you can get into the swing of it once you adjust to it for platformers, but this isn't what I would say is completely ideal. And I think whatever the next revision model, because this is already a revision of the Hyperion as it is, um, I hope the next one has a better D-pad, because that's the only thing that keeps this from being the absolute perfect controller. And it's kind of crazy how, Hori got it right with this D-pad that they put on, this Joy-Con, the custom Joy-Con, and this is nowhere near as good as this one. So I'm hoping that eventually the next revision can probably incorporate something similar to what Hori has done, because I love the feel of it, but when I'm playing fighting games or platformers, it just doesn't feel great. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Nyxi Hyperion, the Nintendo Switch style with the Hall effects sensors in it. I think it's absolutely great. If you guys want to pick this up, I'll leave affiliate links down in the description below. But what do you guys think of this? Is this something you're considering picking up? Do you have it already, or do you have one of the older models? Whatever your thoughts are, let's go ahead and get the conversation going in the comment section down below. And again, I want to thank Nyxi for sending this over to me, and I know it took a while to do. Initially, I meant to have this out sooner, but I lost all my footage when my old hard drive died, and so I had to re-record. So yeah, it took a bit of a while, but we're here, baby. All that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, be blessed, have aloha, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, and hopefully hope.